Merci Perry.
What?
Merci Perry. That's thank you Paris, right? Thank you. Thank you Paris. Bunch of animals.
It's at each gig on this fucking tour you make you play on a little place than here.
I think some of them are small like this one, and a few of them are a little bit bigger too. A few of them I think hold maybe 1,000 people.
It's not too difficult to play when the crowd go on stage and slam and stage diving.
Is it difficult to play? No, not at all. Well, our guitar player got a bloody lip, but you know that we don't mind or anything. It's just it's not difficult at all. It makes it more fun, you know. You could get more into it. Definitely get more into it. Not difficult. No way, no way.
Est-ce qu'il est, enfin, je suis pas en anglais. Est-ce qu'il est content du son qu'ils ont eu? Est-ce qu'ils n'ont pas de difficulté avec la scène, avec la salle?
You have no difficulty with the sound in this fucking place.
There's a difficulty?
Yeah, for the sound it's great.
Well, you know, it's a small club, and you know, we're playing other instruments, but no, we just, you know, we flew all the way from America, and we're not gonna not play because of the equipment. You know, we just get up there to play, and give everybody their money's worth, and just, you know, just play.
It's the first time you play in Europe.
This is our first show ever in Europe, very first show. We just landed here this morning in Belgium, and they drove us over here. It's our very first show, and you know, I admit, you know, before we played, we were real nervous and stuff, but now that we played, the rest of the tour is going to be a breeze. It's going to be really easy. This was a really good first show, really good first impression of Europe.
A lot of papers said Excel it's a skate metal band. What you think about that?
Well, it's a title. Yeah, they just put a title on us, you know, skate metal, and if that's what they want to call it, that's fine. I personally don't know what skate metal is. I never heard of it. I mean, until they called us skate metal. You know, Dan skates and Sean skates and Adam skates, and you know, I don't skate because I'm afraid I'll break an arm or something. You know, I'm not good on a skateboard, but you know, skate metal, that's good. If people react good to skate metal, that's fine with me. I myself think it's more of an alternative type of hardcore. You know, that's my opinion. But you know,
I think it's a fashion.
Excuse me?
Don't you think it's a fashion?
Fashion, skate metal? Sure, it's a fashion, and that's the, you know, it wasn't a title we thought up. Maybe our record label thought it up, and maybe they thought it would sell a couple more records, you know. But that was their decision, not ours. Maybe it is a fashion. Some people would call it a fad or a fashion, you know. But you know, we can't help it. I can't help it. No, they can't help it if they skate. You know, if they skate and we play metal, so they call it skate metal, and that's okay with me, you know. I don't skate. I'll fall down and hurt myself. I'll break something, you know. Then I won't be able to play, you know. I'm scared of skateboards. I ride BMX. I used to ride bicycles. I used to get BMX and shit like that. Bike metal. They can call it. For me, it's bike metal. BMX metal.
On m'a dit que le skate c'est une mode, mais ils s'en servent vachement pour le groupe, quoi. Jouer sur l'affiche, skate metal en gros.
Yes, you say it's fashion, but you use this style. They tried to skate on the poster on the.
We don't use it. Our record label used it. I mean,
for marketing.
Maybe for marketing, yeah. It wasn't our decision to be called skate metal, but they called us skate metal, and you know, what can we say? You know, I don't think we're using the title at all. We're more using the music that we play when we get up there and play our asses off. That's what we use, not the title of skate metal. I don't even think of skate metal myself.
Do you think that Excel song are more metal or more hardcore? You think it's a hardcore band or a metal band for you? Or you don't care?
No, I think it's more punk. More punk. I mean, we have hair on our heads. Maybe that people would consider it metal, but I would think it's more of a punk, heavy punk maybe. You know, heavy punk with a crunch. You know, I don't think of it as hardcore. I mean, hardcore could be anything. You know, hardcore could be, you know, speed punk from 1982 or 83. You know, and
But your audience, it's more metal.
Yeah, yeah, they are, and we attract metal. I mean, that's why I say it's alternative, because we get punks and we get a lot of metalers. You know, metalers like that good production, that crunch, you know, flying hair and shit. So the metalers come, but you know, I guess you could call it heavy metal. We have metal influence. We have 70s rock influence. We have punk influence. You know, it's all rolled into one. That's very alternative, I think, rather than metal. I don't think we're metal. Metal. No, metal is lots of leather. Metal is, to me, metal. I live in Los Angeles. Metal to me is somebody like Warrant, or, you know, fucking Bang Tango. It's metal. You know, that was more metal to me. I don't think we're metal. I don't think you'd call us metal, really. People would want to call us metal. That's fine, you know, but people can call us whatever they want to call us. Metal, skate metal, hardcore, punk. It really doesn't matter to us. And we're not using any title to make a name for ourselves. We're just playing the music that we write that comes natural to us. And that's our main tool right there.
What do you think about fucking straight edge fashion in New York?
What do I feel about straight edge? God, that's a very touchy subject. Straight edge means keep your mind straight, and I think that's great, you know. But when straight edge starts talking down to people who smoke pot or drink, or who want to do drugs, when they start preaching and talking down, that's where it gets a little out of hand. And I mean, I'd say the same thing for somebody who preaches religion on you. You know, it's not right. You know, live and let live, and just do what you want. I think if straight edge punks want to be straight, that's fine, and I respect that. But when they talk bad about anybody else who's not straight edge, well, then I don't think that's right.
What do you think about perestroika in the USSR?
Excuse me?
The Glasnost in USSR and
The
Gorbachev.
festival with Motley Crue and Skid Row and all that.
Yes.
What do I think of it?
A little festival in Moscow.
You know, I really couldn't say. I didn't pay much attention to it. They say it was an anti-drug festival, wasn't it, or something like that?
Interesting by political idea. Don't use on your song a political idea
You mean, do we put political ideas in our songs?
on lyrics.
No. We have one song that is not so much political, more deals with pollution in the sea. That's about as political as we get, you know. I mean, we pay our taxes and we pay our tickets, and we go to court when we have to. Dave Mustaine quote. But you know, we're not a fuck the system type political band. No, we just deal with our own political ideas in our head that we deal with every day. And political as in personal politics, you can call it. But you know, we're not political at all.
You think you don't need to put to take your song to pass a message? You don't think it's important, or you just for fun?
Guy, I don't know. Sure, we're trying to pass a message. Whether people pick it up or not, that's their problem, you know. But you know, we're not out to you know, to teach people anything. We're just singing what we feel. We don't want to teach anybody anything, you know. Sure, our song maybe has a message, and the people can interpret it any way they want, you know, and it's up to them. Some people would interpret it differently than others. And you know, we leave it up to the people to interpret their message the way they want to. We don't have a direct message for anybody.
Ils vont fermer, hein.
Ouais.
Alors, faut soigner.
Oui, on vous attend.
La dernière, tout le monde
Dernière,
s'attend.
est-ce qu'ils pensent que
Ah, fuck, I'm
ça
tired.
les a vraiment aidés au début?
Quoi?
Est-ce qu'ils pensent que l'appui de Nature
Jet lag.
ça a aidé au début?
De suicidal?
Ouais.
I think that Suicidal Tendencies comment aider aide your fucking band.
Excuse me?
Do you think that
Suicidal tendencies?
yes, in the beginning of Excel, aider, je sais pas comment on dit. Hein? Aider.
Do I think suicidal tendencies helped the band?
Yes, help the band.
Get,
Yes.
get popular?
Yes.
Well,
Speaking.
Mike Muir financed our first record, so Mike Muir helped the band incredibly. We owe a great deal to Mike Muir. Mike Muir is the singer for Suicidal Tendencies, and some people would say we owe Suicidal Tendencies for our fame, but I think it goes directly to Mike Muir, and that's about as far as the comparisons with Suicidal Tendencies go. We're always being compared to Suicidal Tendencies, but the fact is Mike Muir helped us get our first record out, and he put it on his record label, and we owe a great deal to Mike Muir.
Okay, at each gig, the crowd say, yes, Excel is fantastic. If I say this concert was pure shit, and it's Excel is very bad concert, what you say?